Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth race in the 2020 NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series. We're gearing up for 67 laps of action here in Viva Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in what is the first of a four-race West Coast swing. We start here in Vegas, head to Auto Club, send it over to Denver and Colorado, and finish it out at Texas, which has two races this season, I believe for the first time since 2018. Now, this is our first time in Vegas since 2018. That was the last time we came. Now, both races, 2017 and 2018, we saw the winner of the race make their move within the last 10 laps to take the lead and win it. And those winners were Deanna Jones in 2017 and Joshua Osborne in 2018. In the 2017 54-lap event, we saw 5 yellow flags, and in the 94-lap 2018 event, we saw just one. Margins of victories we saw by 0.081 seconds in 2017 and by 0.277 seconds in 2018. Now to the front row for today's race here in 2020. It's Jose Mills on the front row with Seth Cole to his outside. Mills with a blistering lap time, a 27.192 over Seth Cole's 27.469. Man, the voice crack is on point right there. That is your front row. Row 2, you've got pole sitter from last week, Nico Tringali, with rookie Keith Rich to his outside. Truck Series drivers are off this weekend. Andrew Rich, the Speedway King, starts in 5th with Alexander Rowe to his outside in 6th. Johnny Gardner and Austin Colano in row 4. Gardner, another good Speedway ace. And in row 5 is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Matthew Logan. Let's go over the practice results. The top 5 was William Flickinger, Johnny Gardner, Ace Rogers, Wes McCoy, and Jose Mills. William Flickinger starts 23rd, Ace Rogers 28th, and Wes McCoy 24th. As for your happy hour top 5, that was Seth Cole, Gardner, Corey Williams, Nate Rogers, and Casey Nanako. Williams starts 33rd, Nate Rogers 26th, and Nanako 16th, coming off the disappointment from Rockingham where he pit as the leader. Pit road issue occurred, and then it went downhill from there. We'll get to your point standings after the first 3 races in a minute. We're about to go trackside for the Command the Fire Engines. First 3 races this season, 3 first-time winners. Are we about to see a 4th here at Vegas?
Drivers, start your engines!
As it's honestly kind of, I honestly didn't expect this. My prediction was 7 rookie wins at least. We've already gotten 2. And I didn't even predict that we were going to have Jessica Shelton win the Daytona 500 as her first time win. Now, a few things to go over in the points. Logan York, your 2019 Jerky Pro Truck Series champion, is the points leader, and he's the only driver with the top 10 in every race this season. Nate Rogers sits 2nd in the points. Sandy Flats winner Jeff Toledo is 3rd. Daytona 500 winner Jessica Shelton 4th, with Gardner rounding out the top 5. Sametta Oskin, Jose Mills, Peter Onjak, Alex Ray, and Alexander Rowe round out the top 10, with Rockingham winner from last week Tyler Fink 12th in the points. 2 drivers have an average finish under 10. That's Logan York and Nate Rogers. 4 drivers have an average starting position under 10 coming into today. That might be changing after today, and those were Logan York, Nico Tringali, Adam Flickinger, and Dylan Young. Tringali and York's average starting position before today was under 5th, and Tringali's starting 3rd, so his will stay intact, but I do not see the 95. There he is. He's there somewhere. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. He's starting 19th, so his might stay under a 10, but it won't be under a 5. Green flag is out, and we are underway in Vegas. And Mills did not get the best jump, and he let Tringali get to his inside. Tringali trying to make up for the disappointment that was his result in Rockingham. And already to the inside of the track he goes, and we're going to keep this up just to show you 178 miles an hour is about the minimum speed. Back in 2017, these cars could hit 190 through the corners. They slowed them down in 2018. And this track has aged, so we might see even less grip here in 2020. But 178 is the kicker right there here on lap number 1. And the real question is going to be is how much will the fall off be? Now they can make it about 30, at least 30 laps, and I think maybe around 34, 35. This could potentially be only a one-stop race if it goes green all the way from start to finish. So Tringali in pretty good control right now with Jose Mills behind him in second. Remember, Tringali won 3 races last year. And man, oh man, he is looking for that first win of this year. He made the Final Four last year, couldn't get it done. He wants to get Audi that first championship. They've been in the series now for what is their 3rd season, and they might leave if they don't get that title from either Tringali or Nate Rogers. We're already on lap 4. Jose Mills has been keeping a close tail on Tringali. Mills got his first career win last year at Boston, which did not return to the schedule this year, but it was a big surprise win out of Jose Mills, and Joe Gibbs Racing decided to keep him around. They wanted him back, and he obliged, and here he is in that Snickers Toyota, trying to trail in on Tringali here on lap 5. 2-time champ, back-to-back champ at that, Johnny Garner chilling in 3rd with teammate Fitzwater Sr. behind in 4th as oh man, James Shelley is flying up here through the field. Now, Shelley and Fitzwater have an agreement where they are running the same sponsors this season. Well, they're running Surface Sunscreen together at least, but we have not seen James Shelley in victory lane since 2017 when he won at Indianapolis and Homestead. Could this finally be the day James Shelley heads back to victory lane? He's currently in 5th. Andrew Rich, your Speedway champion, along with Johnny Gardner. He's running in 6th with Seth Cole in 7th. As Alex Gray is to the inside of Alexander Rowe for 8th place. So currently, the only rookie in the top 10 is this man right here, Matthew Logan, teammate of the driver who won at Rockingham last week, that being Tyler Fink. And he'll make a move underneath Alex Gray for 8th, but he has to lift up out of the throttle. It looks like you need some pretty good speed and grip to make the move on the inside right now. As Jonathan Zorlin is closing, he is going to the inside of Alexander Rowe for 10th. Now Zorlin won 3 of the first 5 races in 2019, and those were his only 3 wins on the season, so maybe a different swing of things, but it's almost been a full year since Zorlin got a win. And as he moves up to 5th in that GoDaddy Chevrolet, could today be his day? Alex Gray moving up stronger. He's up to 8th. Rich has fallen down to 7th behind Seth Cole. As James Shelley moves up to 4th, he's challenging Johnny Gardner for 3rd. Through the first 8 laps, and it is indeed James Shelley with the fastest lap on the board, and he ran that in traffic, a 27.807. James Shelley might just be the man to beat today in Vegas. So let's go through the standings here. Let's see who's at the bottom. Cole Deaver, Charles Sanford, Rob Evans, Corey Williams, and Zach Rogers. Those are your bottom 5 runners. And that just changed to Rob Evans is now in 42nd place, as Andrew Rich has fallen to 10th. But Shelley by Johnny Gardner into 3rd. As we look back at that fastest lap sheet, Gardner 2nd, Gray 3rd, Fitzwater 4th, and Mills in 5th. Tringali sits 9th as he continues to lead the race, and Nanako is 10th on this board. And we've seen Alex Gray making his way through the field as well, and in fact, he's up to 7th right now. So it could be coming down to 2 Chevy SS's, Alex Gray and James Shelley. Now, Gray won 2 races in 2017 and 1 race in 2018, but he went winless last year, and he was one of the most consistent drivers on the season. So could Alex Gray hop into victory lane for the first time today? There he is. There's Casey Nanako. He just went by Zorlin for 10th place. Or actually, that's for 9th place, rather. So those are the three movers, James Shelley, Alex Gray, and Casey Nanako, who appeared to have the winning car at Rockingham. But these are the three men leading right now. Tringali, Mills, Shelley. We're already on lap 13. We're going to take our first break of the day and be back for more action from Viva Las Vegas. We are back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and you are looking from the bumper of Nico Tringali's Red Bull Audi. And James Shelley is coming, and in the distance you can see Alex Gray and Casey Nanako moving forward as well. Real quick to the top right of your screen here on lap 17, you can see the fall off for Tringali's best lap, a 27.943, and his last lap, a 29.156. 170 miles an hour through the corner there. Completely about 10 miles an hour off a fresh set of tires. And James Shelley is closing fast. He got by Jose Mills over the break. You can see Alex Gray is up to 4th, Fitzwater 5th, Casey Nanako all the way up to 6th. Sorlin followed him up to 7th. Gardner 8th, Seth Cole 9th, and Matthew Logan continuing to hold it into the top 10. Alexander Rowe 11th. Sakuli's been on the move. He's up to 12th. Dylan Young in 13th, Kukul on 14th, and Carter Fries in 15th. Rounding out your top 20, it's Andrew Rich, Austin Colano, Keith Rich, Samet Oskin, and Ace Rogers. As that just changed, Oskin just fell to 20th. And Sakuli moved up to 11th. So we're seeing our movers, and I think right now, from what I can see for sure, the four movers are Shelley, Gray, Nanako, and Joshua Sakuli. So those are your four movers here as we are on to lap 20, and James Shelley is making the move into turn 1 here. Very similar to Rockingham. Tringali leading most of the first run and likely going to lose the lead near the end of it. And hopefully this time no crazy pit road shenanigans occur for him, because I do not think he wants to end up a lap down and finish 33rd again. You look at the point standings through the first 3 races of the season. Tringali currently sits 20th in the points with 1 top 5. Lowest driver with the top 10 in points is Andrew Rich in 35th. And defending 2-time champ Gardner sitting in 5th in the points. Shelley again to Tringali's inside. 2017 champ Caleb Hoffman no longer in the series. And there it is at the line on coming to lap 22. Shelley will take the lead away from Tringali. And Mills is going to make a challenge, but he has to check up. Can't quite get there. And right as Shelley takes the lead, here comes Casey Nanako, who's past Alex Gray as well. Zorlin closing in as Fitzwater has fallen all the way to 7th, and Sakuli is into the top 10 in 9th. So now the real question is, who's the fastest out of these drivers, because the Nanako has moved his way up to 3rd as James Shelley has taken the lead. Could it be a Joe Gibbs Racing 1-2 that is about to unfold, because Nanako appears to be the fastest and Sakuli has come from who knows where to get into the top 10. Single file is the top 6. We're about 10 laps at the most away from that one and only round of pit stops. So we'll bring up the lap time shower. There you can see Shelley's about 2 seconds off his best time, a 29.634. And Nanako with a 6.12 as he moves to the inside of his teammate Jose Mills. And how about that? Joe Gibbs Racing. All 3 cars are in the top 10 right now. Nanako's making a move on Mills for 2nd, and he'll take 2nd place away. Mills, a sophomore driver. Nanako in his rookie season. And Sakuli is running for the first time since, I want to say, 2017. Yes, he ran 1 season in 2017. So how about that? This performance from Joe Gibbs here in Vegas. as the Nako closes in on the bumper of Shelley. Now behind them, Battle's moving on for third. As Tringali fell all the way to fourth, he's trying to get back third, but Mills will hold on. Sorlin now all over his bumper, passing Gray for fifth, and now he's going to look for fourth from Tringali. Fitzwater holding in seventh as Sekuli moving up to eighth. Johnny Gardner ninth, Seth Cole in 10th, as Carter Friesen has made his way into 12th. Gray will fall behind Zorlin and into 6th place, as Casey Nanako has done it already to the race lead. Second week in a row for Casey Nanako. Can he get it done today? And tire strategy, pit strategy, that's going to be huge. Now, we know you can chase people down here in Vegas because we've seen it both times. Deanna Jones in 2017 got it done with her fresher tires, or I think just raw speed. But 2 years ago in 2018, Osborne had the better tires than Zach Rogers, and that was what won Osborne his one and only career race. I believe it was his one and only. So Nanako continues to lead. Shelley's not falling back tremendously, but the rest of the group is pretty far gone. So Nanako will continue the lead. Shelley in second. Tringali fighting to get back into third, and that is what he'll do here, passing Mills, and Zorlin will follow through with the draft as he makes another attempt on Tringali for position. Gray will go to the inside of Mills. He holds more even up. Zorlin's pretty even this time. As there goes Sekuli right on by Fitzwater like he was standing still. And I think we're going to see some pit stops here. Yep, Jose Mills is coming in. Fitzwater with him. James Shelley's going down. Oh, Tringali made an illegal pit. That's going to be a penalty. But Nanako stays out, but Tringali pitted way too late, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a 30-second hold. And for the second week in a row, Tringali's race up in flames. And they're pitting actually a lot earlier. This might just be a two-stopper, as Nanako will pull in the pit road. Zorlin, Gray, Sekuli, the four others behind him. There's Logan York, points leader, coming into today. As it appears everyone else is in and out. Shelley, you can see, already done, and there it is. Tringali with the 30-second hold for the unsafe pit entry. We'll see how much he can fight back. This isn't going to help him, being that he's in the first group. As you see everyone already done and out of pit road, as Tringali is held what is basically a full lap. And there he is. He's allowed to go, and he's right at the end of Wes McCoy, as Nanako is already done with his service, so Tringali is not going to be that much farther ahead. Tringali going to have to hope for a yellow, but pit stops completed clean and green as Shelley moves by Nanako back into the lead due to the undercut. Jose Mills will drive on by. Fitzwater is, Friesen was making a move for that position, and he got blocked by Nanako. But Nanako will only fall to 5th place, as James Shelley is your leader after the first round of pit stops. Jose Mills 2nd, Fitzwater 3rd, Friesen 4th, Nanako 5th, Sorlin 6th, Seth Cole 7th, Johnny Gardner 8th, Matthew Logan 9th, and Alex Gray will round out the top 10. Sekuli sits in 12th. He was one of our movers on the last run. We'll see if that continues on this run. As we scan through the standings, Nico Tringali 26 seconds back. That penalty really hurting the 84. That's going to hurt his race too. Wes McCoy, you can see, very off pace in 41st. Not a good car for him today, it seems. Cole Deaver, Ryan Brommer, Nate Rogers. Also at the bottom, Keith Rich, who started at the front of the field. But we are officially halfway. James Shelley leads. Can he get it done? Can he break his winless streak that dates back to the end of 2017? We'll be back with more racing from Las Vegas as Shelley leads Jose Mills on lap 34. Don't look now, but here comes Casey Nanako for the Joe Gibbs Racing Interstate Batteries Toyota as we're on to lap 39 of 67, and the lead is under 2 seconds now to James Shelley. Tringali might have had a good car, but at the back of the pack he's not doing well. He's getting caught by James Shelley, who's leading. There you see the 84 off of turn 4 first. He's going to play a role in this as a lap car, so good race gone. Very bad for Tringali. But look out behind you, Casey Nanako, because Johnny Gardner did something to his car on that pit stop, and he has been flying into the top 5. He's gone. Carter Friesen having a great run in 4th. Fitzwater sitting in 5th. Zorlin 6th. Seth Cole 7th. Mills is all the way down to 8th. As Alexander Rowe sits in 9th, and Sekuli running in 10th place. So now the real question is, oh my goodness, we have a caution flag. And I think it's right in front of the leaders. Yes, it is. Nate Rogers was in the middle of the track. Did anyone else hit him? It doesn't appear so. Please, no one else hit him. But that is the break Tringali needed. But it appears to have occurred with Nate Rogers and Jessica Shelton. Not sure what happened, but everyone's down pit road, and this throws strategy out the window. We were going to see people probably pitting late for fuel. This is going to put everyone on the same tires with the same amount of fuel. They are all going to be able to make it. It's 26 to go. Let's just watch James Shelley. Just make sure everyone's got the same idea here. 4 tires and fuel. But you just can't get out of Vegas without one caution flag. Filling it up with fuel. Oh, bad pit stop. Nanako gets out ahead of him. And Shelley is going to fall down to 4th. Nanako out first. Gardner, I believe, second. No, they're giving it to Friesen. But everyone in and out of pit road. And a huge break for Tringali. This will give him an opportunity to make his way through the field after being relegated to last. As Logan York has an issue on pit road. Unsure. I think he has damage. He was involved in that incident. But Logan York fixed it up and good to go. But out of the race, Shelton and Nate Rogers, one of them possibly with a mechanical failure and the other with nowhere to go. But we'll have to take a look. Let's take a look at what brought out the caution here on lap 41. It's 42 now, coming to 43. But let's take a look and see what happened, and we'll take you to the race restart. All right, here we are. We're looking at the cause of the yellow flag. Logan York and Jessica Shelton were racing behind Zach Rogers and Tyler Markle for 30th something position over here. And it looks like York was going to make a move on Markle and at the same time didn't know Shelton had made the move on him. So he starts going down, and there's the contact gets made right there. And he's sideways. He's not lost it yet. He hasn't lost it right there. He's completely around. Shelton gets on the brakes. And then Shelton tries to turn back right. She should have just kept it on the brakes because she hits him again. That sends them both up the track. She loses control. Side slams it hard into the outside wall. And they're spinning around. Brahmer is going to barely miss Jessica Shelton. Same for Cole Deaver. Deaver actually got a piece of it, and there's Nate Rogers. And that sent him smoking up the track. And he hits the wall with his left side. And then somehow no one else is going to get involved in this. But that is the cause of our first yellow flag of the day. And with that, let's take you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here in Las Vegas. Hopefully green flag from here to the end. We are going to have a total of 23 laps to go when we take the green flag here. So a full fuel run, tire run to the end. We'll see who truly has the fastest car. It's the Nako in the lead, Friesen in second, Gardner third, James Shelley fourth, Jose Mills is fifth, Seth Cole sixth, Fitzwater Sr. in seventh, Gray eighth, Sakuli ninth, and Sorlin 10th. These 10 drivers have arguably been the class of the field here today. Sebastian Kugelon's in 11th, Quinton Moore 12th, Matthew Logan 13th, LJ Toledo 14th, Samet Oskin 15th, Jeff Toledo 16th, Dylan Young 17th, Alexander Rowe 18th, William Flickinger 19th, and Adam Flickinger is 20th. We'll see if Tringali can make any gains. He's restarting in 39th. And Andrew Rich, could he make any changes to his car? He's in 24th. Green flag is out, and Nanako gets an amazing restart. As we'll see if this thing can go green from here to the finish. Who makes the first move? And it looks like it's going to be Johnny Gardner. And there's a lot of movement here. Seth Cole, Fitzwater Sr. Sebastian Kugelon on the inside line as well. And this is where things can get really dicey. You've got all the fastest cars up next to each other. But Gardner has moved into second place. Seth Cole is going to fly into third. Did Seth Cole's team do something to his car? Yeah, he's got a huge run. He's going to dive it in there looking for second on Gardner. I haven't looked at the career wins list in a while, so I'm a little rusty, but I know Gardner's looking for what would be career win number 9. But Seth Cole's going to go to his inside for a second. Seth Cole with a huge adjustment on pit road. 2019 was not his season. He only got one victory at Cape Cod. And he did not make the Final Four as we thought he would. And man, he is flying. He's going to make a move for the lead here on the Nako at 20 to go. Shelley, his teammate, had the best car earlier, and now it's himself, Seth Cole, to the race lead here in Las Vegas out of nowhere. And the one thing the Nako should be positive about here is that at least he's not going to finish dead last after leading another race. So he continues to hold in second place as Seth Cole leads. Gardner's in third, and they're going to go 3 wide. Contact made between Gardner and the Nako. I almost cursed him. Gray charged in, and things got really tight there between the 3 of them, and Gardner and the Nako almost wrecked it. But what a save. But the Nako's going to fall back even further as Gray moves into third and Shelley behind him into fourth. Now the question is, can either of these drivers track down Seth Cole? But how about the Chevy power today? Camaro, SS, Camaro, Malibu. And another Malibu in the form of Fitzwater. How about the Chevy performance? Quinton Moore's up to 7th. Kukulon in 6th. It's the Chevy parade as the Nako falls down to 8th now. Sorlin sitting in 9th. Matthew Logan back into the top 10 with 17 laps to go. And Sorlin making a move now on the Nako for 8th. But what a performance by Chevrolet. And now the question is, can anyone catch Seth Cole? It could be between Gray, Shelley, and Gardner. They're the 3 ones close right now. And Gardner's going to make a move on Shelley for 3rd place. Remember, 55 points when you win. Obviously, you lead a lap, it's 56. You lead the most, it's 57. But second place gets 50, third 46, fourth 43, and fifth gets 40. 38 for sixth, down a point to 10th, which is 34, and then another 2-point drop to 11th. Garner's going to make a move again here on Shelley as he'll dive it in really deep that time. Does he get it to stick? It looks like he does. Quinton Moore's going to make a move on Kukulon for 6th. So 3 of the 4 Evans-Gardner cars close to the top 5, if not in the top 5, in the top 10 in general. Where is Rob Evans running right now? He is 32nd. Logan York's damage clearly hindering him. He is 6 seconds behind 39th place, as Nico Tringali has made it back into the top 30. So Gardner will clear, or no, he did not clear James Shelley. Shelley was able to hold him off. And now Fitzwater closing in. There's that paint scheme confusion. But Shelley holding strong. Alex Gray has just kind of been running the same pace as Seth Cole. It's just going to be a matter of time in these last 13 laps who takes care of their tires the most and who will get this win done, because Seth Cole powered to the front, but he has not powered away as I kind of expected him to. As now Shelley gets a good run off of turn 4. He makes the look, but he made it a little too soon. That time Gray closed in about half a tenth. Fastest laps on the board, Seth Cole with a 6.11, Gardner a 6.28. Priya McShane is 3rd, Evans 4th, and Zach Rogers is 5th. As 38 drivers have a lap time under 28 seconds. The ones that don't is Tyler Fink, Jessica Shelton, Peter Onjak, and Kev Shearer. And they're closing up even more now on Seth Cole. Is running up front a curse? Because from what we saw, the farther back you were, the more you saved your tires, and the better you got at the end of the run. And there goes James Shelley. He's making the move on Gray again. And he can't quite get there. Just the push draft from Gardner, Fitzwater, and Moore. Just could not get there. He's peeking his nose again. They're at 10 laps to go. Time is running out. And that time Seth Cole pulled back away. And Gardner's not waiting any longer. He's going to try it again. But Shelley just so good on the top side. Could this give Shelley the run he's looking for? Fitzwater will move down low on his team owner. He's trying to make a move now for position, but Gardner is just too strong. These drivers are so equally matched that they cannot seem to make a pass to the inside. Gray closes back in on Seth Cole again that time by. Is Logan York going to be a factor? He's 17 seconds back. How much did he lose this past lap? 9 to go this time by. He lost a full second. Logan York could potentially come into play. 8 laps to go for Seth Cole. Gray closes in even more. Shelley's on his bumper. Gardner on Shelley's bumper. 7 drivers within a second of the leader. Zorlin 1.3 back, and then a second gap to Casey Nanako in 9th. Gardner making a move on Shelley again. Can't do it. Top side just too strong. We've seen people make passes on the bottom. They've just had to really shove it in there and make it stick. But with 7 laps to go, it's Seth Cole's race. Gray's been able to sling him up and then fall back again and again. We're looking for Logan York. There he is, going into turn 1 as they come out of turn 4 with what is now 6 laps to go. And Seth Cole gained it back to 4/10 that time by. And I think Shelley and Gardner could have a chance at him. They just can't get by Alex Gray. Gardner's going to make a move on Shelley for 3rd again. And he can't get it to stick again. Fitzwater's going to make a move in the tri-oval, and he'll get the nose in there. Now that's the move you need to do because it puts you completely next to the guy on the outside into the corner. But even then, Fitzwater struggling to take 4th place. It's another 3 points for him if he can get it, but he can't. And now Quinton Moore's going to peek, and he can't get it. Oh, nope, he gets the nose under. A little help from Sebastian Kugelon, and Quinton Moore might just get a top 5 out of this. Gardner makes another move. And Quinton Moore will take the position away from Fitzwater. So put Quinton Moore into the top 5. So we do see a pass for something up here finally. And Gray's falling back, and he's starting to hold up James Shelley. And I think Shelley finally got a good corner entry. Coming to 3 laps to go, James Shelley will take 2nd place. Can he close the gap on his teammate? Gardner will follow through for 3rd. Is it too little too late? Or did they save their tires running behind the slower Alex Gray? Will they catch Logan York? If Seth Cole catches Logan York in a bad spot, it's going to hurt him tremendously. The last pass for the lead has come within the last 10 laps. 2 years ago, it came within the last 5 laps. Does it happen again? Shelley gaining about a 10th that time by. Let's check for sure. Yep, a full 10th faster. Is that enough with this amount of time left? Gardner's not pressuring him. It's down to the teammates. Seth Cole, James Shelley. We're looking at a non-first time winner for the first time in 2020. White flag is out in Vegas. Shelley closes another 10th. He just doesn't have the time. It just took too long to get by Alex Gray. But a much earlier sigh of relief for Seth Cole than when he won near the end of the regular season last year at Cape Cod. He'll get his first win of 2020. He'll win at Las Vegas. And Shelley, so close for the first time in a while, will get 2nd place. Gardner 3rd, Gray 4th, Quinton Moore 5th. It's an all-veteran top 5. As Kukulon gets 6th, Fitzwater 7th, Sorlin 8th, and then rookies Austin Colano and Corey Williams round out the top 10. So Seth Cole Ganassi gets top 10 for all 3 drivers. And Logan York did not become a factor. Nanako ended up finishing 13th, and Tringali got her back up to 23rd. Andrew Rich, 26, so not the day the Speedway veteran expected. As I think we had a last-second accident coming to pit road, potentially. We might take a look at that. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. That's all I've got here from Vegas. And I will see you guys next week, Truck Series returning as we head to Auto Club. Congratulations again to Seth Cole, and I will see you guys in California. Alright, so we are going to show you guys what happened because this is actually pretty crazy. After the race has ended, everyone's just slowing up to get into pit road, and everyone's just so congested. Brommer's running right here after finishing 34th, and Zach Rogers just doesn't see that everyone's checking up, and he's going to go high, and he's going to tap the 14 into Charles Sanford, and then Fink has nowhere to go, and that flips Brommer onto his roof into Kev Shearer, Samet Oskin into this. Cole Deaver's going to have no time to react. He hits the front end of Brommer. So Brommer getting flipped over after the race. Adam Flickinger piling it in for good measure. And all of these guys finished at the back, so this is not how they wanted to leave Vegas. But that's a crappy way to end your already crappy day. And with that, I will see you all at Auto Club for the Truck Series race first, and both races will be under the lights. So look forward to the first Cup night race of the season.